What is the most important thing in the past, present, or future?
I think the present is the most important thing. The present is the best way to tell me who I am and where I am now rather than the past or the future. The past and the future cannot be grasped, but the present is the time I am passing right now. I think the present is the most important thing because it seems that important things will pass by rather than worrying about the past and the future. Also, I think it can change a lot depending on how I see the world from what perspective I am now. Besides, all the worries and stresses that make me move forward are all in the present. So I want to say it now.
What does the word past mean?
It is a memory and a beginning. Because all the experiences I have now started in the past. Concerts, award ceremonies, all the songs we sang.
How do you feel when you think of the past?
I think it's the feeling of meeting someone after a long time. There is such a feeling of mushiness. It's like meeting an elementary school friend for the first time in decades.
What is your earliest memory?
When I was young, I lived with my grandmother and grandfather. I think my earliest memories are of having fun with grandparents while walking in the park back then. When I think of my childhood, I miss the friends I used to play with in kindergarten.
Where's the first space that is meaningful to you?
The first room I have alone. It was when I lived the Hanamdong dorm. I think it was meaningful to have any own room in the dorm for the first time.
How old do you think you were in your heart?
30 years old. I started my social life earlier than others, so I didn't have time to enjoy the various emotions and feelings that only students could feel, and I learned the world quickly around the time I was in my freshman year of high school. So I think there is a part that I grew up early. It's sad too. When I think about that part, I think the age in my mind is more than the actual age.
Do you think there have been changes in you as Kim TAEHYUNG, such as becoming clearer or fading, while living as a BTS member?
I think my life as Kim TAEHYUNG has faded. Instead, I think V's life has become clearer. I spent a lot of time living in V's life, so I focused more on V. I think I didn't have enough time to concentrate while living as Kim TAEHYUNG. So as Kim TAEHYUNG, I try to find something about myself. And even if my color is not clear, I don't try to reveal myself on purpose because I think the color that isn't clear is pretty, too. I want to be natural and clear.
What did you work on for Kim TAEHYUNG and V's coexistence?
In order for the two to coexist, I made them different people. Kim TAEHYUNG, because the personality is unavoidable, I left it as it is, and in the case of V, I tried to show my other side or another self. To express that, I put an iron mask on my face. I tried to differentiate it that way and show two sides of it.
How similar is the appearance of being seen in the world as a BTS member to that of real life?
It's a bit different when you're on stage as BTS, but I think I'm at least the same in entertainment shows. 100%. I think I showed myself as I am while filming Run BTS. I think I'm still showing my original self without any specific plans.
What does Me As I Am look like?
I'm honest. I don't really like to beat around the bush. If there is something I want to put into action or want to talk about, I tend to do it right away.
Is the present me different from the past?
There's something different about it. The me of the past was just bright and like people. I think I have a lot of worries and deep thoughts now. The thing I like about people is still the same, but if there's one thing that has changed, I think I've come to like my people now. When I meet someone, it takes a lot of time to recognize that they are same.
When was the darkest moment in your life?
I think it was the darkest during Fake Love. I don't think I was able to overcome the song. Nevertheless, it was thanks to time that I was able to endure that time. Time became the light. There was a moment when the circuit of thoughts gradually changed over time. It didn't change like a coin flip at once, but changed gradually, very slowly.
What would you like to write if you send a letter to yourself in the past?
You already have the answer. I will write anyway. The answer you were thinking of is already available, so don't get confused, and don't be troubled about the process. I want to tell you. But when I think about it, the path I choose or the correct answer was already in my mind. I didn't need to be confused, but it is the most regretful part of me in the past that I was too confused. In that sense, I want to write a letter like that.
Who can best tell you what kind of person you are?
My people. The people around me who are closest to me.
What is an indispensable existence in your life?
The temperature of my heart. It would be scary to lose that. If I can't tell the difference between warm and cold because I can't feel the temperature, I don't think I'll recognize myself, and I don't think I'll be able to tell the difference between good and bad.
Is there anything you say to yourself often these days?
Oh, I am bored, that's what I say the most.
How many kilometers per hour do you think you are running now?
The car dashboard reads 100 kilometers, but the actual speed feels like 2000 kilometers. The reason 100 kilometers is displayed on the instrument panel is because I am still busy, and the reason I feel 2000 kilometers is probably because I am a laid-back person. I'm far from the busy type. So everything feels faster than it really is. But when I think about it, 2000 kilometers seems too fast, so should I set it to 500 kilometers per hour?
Is this speed your own speed or the speed you follow?
I think it's the speed I'm following. BTS's Life itself rolls fast. There was a lot of performances and things to do. Thankfully, we're getting so much love that we're running really fast to repay that love. Since BTS has to run hot in the current progression, I am trying to match it even if the speed is a little different from my personality. I think other members would feel the same way.
What time of the day do you think is your own time?
2 or 3 in the morning. I feel like it's totally my own time then. It's not the time to work. The time to end the day is around 2 a.m. I think I can say that it's time for Kim TAEHYUNG.
Do you have any thoughts before you go to bed every night?
Before I went to sleep, I always said to myself, let's sleep more than 7 hours today. When I had insomnia, I said, I need to sleep. That's what I usually thought. It was because I had a lot of work in the morning. I couldn't sleep because I thought I could wake up early if I went to bed now, and it continued. But I don't have any thoughts right now. After insomnia is gone, I like the small things I do at dawn. I'm going to put on lip balm. I'm going to drink some more water and sleep. I'm going to watch webtoons. I'm going to turn on playing YouTube. That's what I think. I don't have a lot of morning schedule these days, so I don't have to worry about time. I do my things lightly and act as it goes and fall asleep naturally.
Is there a dream that you remember correctly?
In my dream, I went to the sea with 8 to 9 people close to me. We walked along the beach, played volleyball, and played dodgeball together. And, seriously, they were all eaten. It's normal to be eaten by creatures like sharks when you're in the sea. But it was ridiculous to be eaten by clams. Some were taken and others disappeared. I was suddenly eaten and became ghost. Among my recent dreams, what was that? What kind of dream do I have? That's what I thought.
How did you feel in your dream?
It was funny and pleasant. I couldn't think of it as reality at all, so I could feel that it was a dream. So I was like, what's this? I think I kept having fun in my dreams. When I smile in my dream, I feel like I don't want to wake up. I don't remember what it was about even after 5 minutes after I woke up, but I still like the fun things that are fun in my dreams.
If you look at life as a path, how far do you think you've come?
I don't think I'm even halfway there. If you think that life is about 100 years old, I think I'm a little over a quarter of my life because I'm 28. There are many things I want to do in the future, and there are many things I want to prove. I just want to go there without anticipating what will be at the end of this road. And I haven't finished the single chapter in my life yet. When I finish about one chapter, I think what I want and my perspective on life will become clearer.
What are 3 keywords that can define yourself?
Love, health, happiness. I can only think of these words. Because love is important for me, happiness from love is important, and health is important to repay the people I love or love me. I think these 3 must be taken.
Do you believe in a destiny?
I've believed in fate since a long time ago. There will be many ways to choose, but there is only one direction I want. I think BTS will be in my life somehow, whether it's my 50s or I am grandpa. In that sense, fate really exists.
What are you into these days?
I'm interested in jazz. The atmosphere itself is so good. When I listen to jazz songs, I feel loved by music. I feel that emotion a lot, it's something that comforts me. There are a lot of songs that make you feel that way.
Is there a song you'd recommend?
Music by an artist named James. It feels like it's expressing the words, "good job," to me instead of singing. So when I'm alone at home, listening to these jazz songs in the car on my way home alone comforts me. When that happens, I think music is really great. I really like it because there is music that comforts me and music that loves me.
What color do you think expresses yourself?
Red, I like the strong feeling. There are different colors inside the red, too. The colors are all different, but there's only one thing, strong feeling. I want to have that kind of intensity. I try hard to show various sides of me.
If you compare yourself to a scent, what kind of scent would it be?
There are so many scents that I like, it's hard to choose one. I don't think there is an answer because my favorite scent keeps changing. Still, I want to be a person with a scent that others like.
Is there a character you want to resemble in a movie or drama?
Thomas Shelby of Peaky Blinders. Make sure you watch it. The atmosphere is amazing. I can't express it. There's something that I can't describe, but I want to show you one day and I plan on doing it. I'll show you a little later.
Is there a place you want to go if you can go somewhere else in time and space?
I want to stay here. I think making good memories with these people is a priority because I have people who are precious to me.
If you were to produce a documentary about yourself, what song would you like to post on the ending credit?
I'm working on my life song. It's going to be completed someday. The title is Color for now, but it may be changed in future.
What is the most meaningful album in BTS?
Love Yourself Tear album. When I was working to this album, I had the most difficult time. I think it's an album that I couldn't overcome in many ways. So it's an album that always remains as a homework for me.
What kind of album do you now hold such feelings towards?
Even now, when I listen to this album, I still remember the hard times. I think the emotions and feelings of that time are still there. I think that I couldn't sing Fake Love well.
When was your moment of proof?
When the first song I composed was chosen and released. I started working on music naturally while spending time with people who work on music, and luckily, it was adopted. So the first work was able to go out into the world. You don't know how excited I was, like a child. Thinking about it now, I think that was my moment of proof.
Is there anything you want to prove to yourself, not the world?
I want to grow. I want to be a person who keeps growing. I want to show myself how I continue to grow, and I want to see the end of my growth. For a time that is almost close to 10 years, I have been writing so many letters solely to the precious people named armies. It's just a day I miss you even more. I am doing well these days, and in the midst of the busy life I am on an adventure to find fun within it. I hope armies can find enjoyable fun inside armies' lives, and if you are unable to find it, I will be your happiness. Thank you for loving us. I love you more. So much.